美国声乐老师直播间点评周深记忆商店，周深铁粉 Sarah 出镜协助老师直播。
Sarah, back to you. What is our next song?
All right, the next song is one of my personal favorite songs when this first came out. It's called The Memory Store. So the story is, in the future, there's going to be a store called the Memory Store where you can go in and you can purchase any memories that you would like.
What a concept.
And the customer that's going to a store and trying to find this childhood memory of him or her on the swing, but he couldn't find it. And then so the manager was trying to sell him other memories, like, oh, what about a beautiful sleep where you don't have any nightmares, or some other memories. But
right,
yeah. And during the concert, he was saying, like, if there's a memory store, then he would immediately rush into the shop to buy the sweetest, most beautiful, most precious memory of you guys with me.
Aww.
So that's
that sounds like Charlie. Was that the show you were at? Did he say that?
No, I wasn't at the show where he sang this live, unfortunately, but I got other amazing live, so I'm happy.
One day we will join you.
What an awesome concept. He's like Pixar. He's like just, I mean, Pixar just comes up with the most brilliant ideas already in the first 3 songs here.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's jump in. I love in an artist's mind this line, "Mom, I want to soar," and then you have this echo, like just like that. It's like a sound that reflects the concept. Mm-hmm. You hear all these little gems in songs like this. It's just so well. Curious.
So the song's in G minor. Okay, then it goes to this E flat. So that E flat, F, and that D with the F sharp in the bass. That's
I love that.
Leading back up to the minor chord again, the G minor. That's really cool.
And also,
it sort of clashes with the melody, but in a very cool way. So
yes.
So when you hear that melody, that G over that F sharp,
like
weird, but in context, and if it moves quick enough, it has a really cool sound because it's like slightly jarring, but it also works really well.
Because if you just started the song that way, it would be like, oh, where like it would feel disjointed. But yeah, the fact that he moves through it quickly just gives it a sense of, I don't know, it draws attention to it in a really beautiful way.
Yeah, it's just a little dissonant, and that's that tension and release that we talk about, musically speaking.
Yes.
Which is really pleasing. It's like people like that, just like, oh, little jarring, but then it resolves right away, and it's like, oh, that feels good,
Exactly.
Cool. That's super dry at the end.
Yes. Oh, I want to hear that again, actually. And the whisper too. Hold on. So nice. When Johnny refers to it as being dry, he's referring to the effect. So you typically have like a delay and a reverb, some combination in the context of a mixed vocal, because that kind of helps it blend in with the drums.
Kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden, to pull away the other instruments and go dry, I mean, it's like he's just like right in your ear in that moment. It's just like zooms you in, and so you're just like left. It's just really, really great choices. And those are the things you can't really execute live, and that's why that's just a good moment, a detail in the context of a mixed, produced studio album that is going to bring an artistic vision to life that you can't emulate live. So that was a really good example of that.
Yeah,
really
that's using the studio as an artistic tool. That's what it should be for. So it's not just the studio's not just like, oh, I'm going to sing my song and record it. It's you can use different things to give it a certain effect.
Yeah, I can't wait to. I think my schedule is going to allow it. I'm totally going to meditate to this whole album later. Like, I can't wait to just like shut off the lights and just disappear.
And that's what he does. And I love how patient he's being so far with these first 4 songs. I mean, they're all kind of like sort of chill, which I think is great because it's just creating a feeling as opposed to singles, just radio singles, you know?
Right. Which has its benefits, obviously, you know, its strategic benefits, but he's done that. Like every single song he's done on the competition shows they're designed to show off. They're designed to, here's 3 minutes of like everything I can do, which is impossible for him in 3 minutes, but it's like, you know, showing off a style or range or something that has more of the quote unquote wow factor. This, I get why this is 7 years of creativity, because it's 7 years of his life of thought and processing. And so I love the word you used a second ago, Johnny, patient. It's just allowing his mind to just creatively express himself in a way that's not a flash, but it's a journey. And it's really interesting. Super